Welcome back, everybody. That's Sam. I'm Phil.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
We are checking out Jimmy Dean for the first time on the channel today.
Big Bad John.
Big Bad John. We're coming to this one on the heels of the comments on the Tennessee Ernie Ford video, 16 Tons, that we did, where he was talking about coal mining and slugging away in those coal mines, how it's a
working hard,
tough job. I can only imagine. I can only imagine how difficult of a job that is today or was. You know, working in a mine must be so grueling.
Yeah, so physically taxing.
Mentally taxing as well.
Yeah, true.
But Jimmy Dean here apparently is a pretty popular guy.
Yeah, he was a successful musician. He had a TV show. He had a sausage company.
Yeah, and apparently the Muppets made an appearance on his show, the Jimmy Dean Show.
Yeah, I got so excited when I read that. I love the Muppets.
She yelled, "The Muppets!"
I love the Muppets.
Yeah, so Jimmy Dean, he's passed away now. He was born in the 1920s, passed away in 2010, and was popular in the 60s. This song obviously here is from 1961, and it did really, really well in the charts.
Yeah, it went to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and some other charts as well.
Yeah, I think number one on the country chart.
Easy listening. Number 2 UK singles.
Number 2 in the UK. So this is the first time we're coming to Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean, I don't know if he has other songs, that are real popular ones that were, prominent in the 60s, but you guys can hit the comment section down below and let us know. We've arrived at this one from those comments, like I said, so that's where we go to.
Usually direct us to the right spot.
That's right, and we've got a fantastic community, right, Tim?
We do. You guys are A+.
That's right. All right, let's check out Big Bad John. Not John Jones.
Big John, Big John. Every morning at the mine you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John.
Okay, but John.
Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. He didn't say much, he kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, you just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land. Big John.
Let's go.
Big John. Big John. Big Bad John.
This is fire.
Big John. Then came the day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought that they'd breathe their last except John.
Not John.
Through the dust and the smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well, grabbed a sagging timber and gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone. Big John. Big John.
So simple, but so fire.
I feel like we've done a couple songs on the channel that are kind of this.
You thinking about Marty Robbins?
There's a couple different ones that we've done that are almost this storytelling, but like spoken word kind of style that almost sounds like they're rapping, but like they're not.
Johnny Cash probably would fall into that category that we've done.
But I like it because like I'm a huge sucker for the storytelling, so I'm just like completely locked in. I'm like, what's gonna happen?
I really just love the drama that's built throughout this one as well, and the way he says Big John, like he makes it catchy with a hook and does it in such a storytelling vibe. It's so great, it's so creative, so well done, and like I said, it's so simple at the same time that it makes the storytelling stand out. But it's so engaging and captivating from the music as well because of the drama.
Well, yeah, and I feel like the background vocals, like the echoing kind of background vocals and almost the sound of mining in the background add to that drama, right?
Exactly. And I made a comment about John Jones. If you guys are new here or are unfamiliar with UFC, he's a UFC fighter that has some people argue the best of all time. And so I was thinking to myself after I said that jokingly, I was like, he could totally make this his entrance song. It's like Big John, Big John.
I know.
You know, it's kind of got that like
Because
aura
it's like a
of
heavyweight
drama
too, right? So he's like a big guy.
yeah, exactly. So anyways,
hilarious.
loving this from Jimmy Dean. We're definitely going to have to do more. I got to know the end of the story though.
Then came the day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought that they'd breathed their last except John. Through the dust and the smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well, grabbed a sagging timber and gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone, Big John. Big John. Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. And with all of his strength he gave a mighty shove. Then a miner yelled out, "There's a light up above," and 20 men scrambled from a would-be grave. And now there's only one left down there to save Big John.
Uh-oh.
With Jackson timbers they started back down. Then came that rumble way down in the ground, and as smoke and gas belched out of that mine, everybody knew it was the end of the line for Big John.
Uh-oh. No, John.
Big John, Big Bad John, Big John.
Doesn't sound like a happy ending.
Now they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble stand in front of it. These few words are written on that stand. At the bottom of this mine lies a big, big man. Big John.
Big John.
Big John.
The heroic Big John.
Big John. Big Bad John.
John took one for the team.
Big John.
What a great song.
Like you said, so simple, but like so impactful.
Yeah, I mean, it's so creative, right? And so when you think about music and what it's supposed to represent, it's supposed to represent an artistic, creative side of somebody, and you know, keeping you engaged through that process. You know, you have the creator, and then you have the people that listen that are supposed to be entertained by it. And this is just such a great way to do it, like showing that you can captivate people without being an insane vocalist. You can,
or super flashy, or like
you don't need anything other than, like, I was totally immersed in that the whole time. I wanted to know exactly what was going to happen. Unfortunately, it was not a happy ending for Big Bad John. But
John took one for the team.
John took one for the team, as I think many people probably do in the mining industry. It's such a dangerous job, and I think it's a lot of camaraderie as well when you are down there and working in those conditions. And you know, historically it's probably much worse. But very, very cool song. Very much enjoyed on my end.
Me too. It was different, and like you said, it's super simple but like super impactful, and very cool to see something different.
Yeah. Really painted the visual, you know, as well. And you know, towards the end, like I said, I was like, okay, hopefully John's gonna get he's not going to have a rude awakening of not getting out of that mine. And I was wrong.
Yeah. I think the storytelling in this was really great though. And you know, if you guys have been here through the journey, I've really enjoyed the storytelling aspect. And I think that this capitalizes on that very well.
Yeah. A couple of examples, like I said, Marty Robbins, I've loved him. You know, that was that Western vibe that we went through. You know,
Johnny Cash,
Bob Dylan, you know, really great songwriters. So, you know, Jimmy Dean, I would imagine you guys are going to say is probably falling into that category. And you had made mention of that mining sound, right? Mm-hmm. The ding, like that's perfectly fit in with the song.
Set the stage of like kind of like the visualization of the setting.
Yeah. Anyways, give us some more details about Jimmy Dean down below. I've really enjoyed this one. Hit the like button if you did as well. Have a great day. Come back soon. We'll see you on our next video.
Thanks for watching.